Spring is typically when the housing market starts to pick up speed. More listings, more buyers, more contracts, and more closings. This year, Metro Atlanta's spring selling season did not have the kind of momentum many people expected. Rates remained stubborn, home prices for detached homes stayed elevated, and buyers were cautious about affordability. Although we saw some movement in the market, it wasn't the strong rebound that many anticipate each spring. Hey guys, Realtor Adele, your favorite realtor and investment property strategist. Welcome to the monthly house and market report. In this month's report, we're taking a look at why home prices are not really budging, despite the fact that both pending sales and closed sales are down compared to last year. Right now, Metro Atlanta is not moving as one single market. We're seeing two different seller experiences happening at the same time. Some sellers are still in a stronger position, especially when the property is priced well, shows well, and sits in a segment where demand is still holding. Other sellers are facing a different reality: more competition, more buyer hesitation, and in some cases, a longer road to getting their home sold. In today's video, we'll also look at which homes are still showing strength, where the pressure is buckling, and what buyers and sellers should pay attention to as we move through what's left of the peak selling season. Let's begin. Starting with single family detached homes, year over year stats. New listings were down 11.9%. Pending sales also down 11.9%. Closed sales down by 1.9%. Days on market 34. Average sales price for single family detached homes in Metro Atlanta $594,068. Sellers are receiving 98.7% of their list price. Month supply of inventory 4.1, which means that technically this segment is experiencing a seller's market. When you first look at the numbers, it's clear that buyer activity has slowed. Pending sales are down and closed sales are down compared to last year. So with both of these sectors down, what's interesting is that the average sales price for detached homes is still holding. That's because we also had fewer homes come on the market. So even though buyers are moving more cautiously, there's still not enough excess inventory in the detached home segment to force prices down across the board. In simple terms, demand is softer, but supply is still tight enough to keep prices steady. Let's zoom in and take a look at the month over month changes for single family detached homes in Metro Atlanta. So on the left, we have April's numbers and then May. So new listings, April just over 7,300, May just over 6,600. So new listings were down by 9 or are down 9.8% month over month. Pending sales just over 3,700 in April. In May, we're calling that 3,700. And that is a decrease of 1.6% for pending sales. Closed sales had an increase of 8.7%, so a bit of improvement for the number of homes that closed in May or between April and May. As for days on market, there was also an improvement there to the average days on market, adjusting from 38 to 34. Average sales price in April was $607,614. In May, there was a slight decrease, $594,068. So that's a decrease of 2.2% in the average sales price for single family detached homes. Percent of list price the sellers are receiving, nothing changed there. It's at 98.7%. month supply of inventory. Also, there was a slight increase in May. April, the month supply was 4 months, and May 4.1. Month over month, detached homes showed a mixed picture. New listings and pending sales were down from April to May, but closed sales increased and homes sold faster. So while new buyer activity has softened slightly, completed sales improved, and the market still showed enough movement to keep detached homes from feeling stalled. As for condos and townhomes in Metro Atlanta, this segment is actually experiencing a very different market than detached homes. So, as we just saw, technically it is a seller's market for the single family segment, whereas for condos and townhomes, this segment is fully immersed in a buyer's market. Here are the year over year data for new listings. Those are down 4.1%, pending sales down 10.7, closed sales down 6.7%. Days on market are currently at 48. Average sales price $404,016. That's a decrease of 2.8% year over year. Sellers are receiving 97.9% of their list price. Month supply of inventory 6.4, and that is a 14% increase year over year. Attached homes are telling a slightly different story. For condos and townhomes, buyer activity is also slower compared to last year. However, unlike detached homes, inventory is higher, so buyers have more choices in this segment, and that naturally puts more pressure on pricing. That's why we're seeing the average sales price for attached homes down compared to last year. Now, this does not mean that attached homes are not selling, because they are. What it does mean is that sellers in this segment have to be more aware of the competition. Buyers are not just comparing price, but HOA fees, possible assessments, insurance, loan regulations for specific condo and townhome communities, and the overall monthly costs, whereas the association fees for detached homes tend to be significantly more affordable when compared to association fees for condos and townhomes. Month over month numbers for condos and townhomes. New listings, there was a decrease of 5.9%. So in April, there were just over 2,200 units listed, and in May, just over 2,000. Pending sales. Pending sales increased slightly by 1.2%, and we can see a very marginal difference. April, there were 935 attached homes under contract or pending, and in May, 946 units actually went under contract. As for closed sales, closed sales increased by 8.2%. Days on market, there was improvement in May. In April, the days on market were 53. In May, that number adjusted to 48. Average sales price, nominal difference again, was $404,290 in April. And then in May, there was a decrease of a couple $100, $404,016. Percent of list price received, a slight adjustment, again very marginal, 97.8 in April and 97.9 in May. Month supply of inventory 6.2 in May and 6.4 in April. As for the month over month data, attached homes did show better movement from April to May. Higher inventory is still shaping buyer behavior. In this segment, activity improved, yet buyers are still cautious and being selective. The big takeaway this month is that the spring selling season in Metro Atlanta has been lackluster. What traditionally has been proven to be the best time to sell a home has proven otherwise. We're literally experiencing the tale of two different markets within the same parameter. If there was ever a time to pay attention to the real housing data, it's now. The truth of the matter is, whether you're selling a detached single-family home, condo, or townhome, it's important to make strategic pricing a part of your marketing plan. And that does not mean leaving money on the table or accepting lowball offers. It simply means that sellers should price their home based on buyer demand or lack thereof. As always, it's my goal to provide you with accurate information from trusted sources so that you can make the best decision for yourself and your family. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home within the Metro Atlanta area and would like guidance specific to your situation, you're welcome to contact me directly. If you found value in anything I've shared, please like this video, click the notification bell so you don't miss out on next month's report. Also, don't forget to download your free home buyer or home seller guides. The links are within the description of the video. That's all for now. I'll see you on the next one.